Hayden Joseph. Hayden Joseph. The best in the business. Short lady. Short lady. That's a situation. What goes to me? Hayden Joseph, Ginte.
Just say,
The best in the business.
you have enough power.
My phone is charging slow. I have
Hayden
26%.
Joseph.
Yeah?
I have
Hayden
26%.
is Joseph. Joseph is Hayden. Ginte. One is the DJ.
I know.
Joseph is
I really want out. My power is there.
You have power.
I do. But the port when you're supposed to connect the microphone is the same for charging. Yes.
We shared our life with our teammates. This one is not our teammate. We are prophets.
What I'm saying is the same port. The same for charging. The same
Please don't
It will be charging the phone.
Is it charging? Yes, it's charging.
Sure.
I'm not just a better player than you. I also know how to charge. Because
Near the feet from there.
I'm not yet. I'm not yet. Near the no, it's even
Was in the knockout stage, yeah.
It's called how to do.
Dat is dat we denken, maar ook bij as well. Yeah, because the knockout, everyone's playing. That's how
Is the score 1-0 or 2-0? I think it's 2-0. I'm asking for the sake of the score. I use it's okay. For us to
go breaks back to back. Yeah, you can back to back. I'm also back to back.
listen to the sound like it's
Debbie. Those are what they are used to saying.
That's what I was telling you from day one. You can't go to one. How will they all together?
So this she's not alone. I don't know.
Yes, you're going to sit down?
Yeah. Says that I can wear which Francis is.
That's okay. Go with it. Go with it. It's charged.
I have a phone.
See that music again. That's not.
Come on in. Come in. The chance is a chance. The chance is going to be what's coming. You need a chance to be on the table. What's coming. The rest is a formality, like Peter Kilmer would say. Alien crowd, Joseph. Come on. In Kenya, they say you have better.
What did she say?
They are giving us a cannot
Aliens
not
come.
going. I had of it.
Whatever comes to eat, they shouldn't put you
I don't know why. I think it's just not compatible. Even they are not here.
Same one is
I wanted to
Okay, maybe this. You can hear what the phone can give you, not this one. Because even there was fine.
Where is Hassan?
Trying to hear yourself.
No. I wish
Isn't Hassan in the room? Where are you coming?
yours is still charging.
Aside.
Your microphone. Yeah, the wireless one.
Why didn't you go with him? I don't know.
Why don't you put yours? Sometimes
I
when
mean, why did you go?
What I don't know is that is whether
Call him to come.
switch it on. I'll switch it on.
Nothing wrong with the phone.
Him there, that's all.
You can press either way.
speaking to the mic now. I can hear it. I can hear it.
Microphone check. Testing sound.
No, I'm not.
Today we give no hope. We give no hope. Come take me now. Nothing wrong with the dry brake, AD. Nothing wrong with the dry brake. Come, guys, now.
Francis,
Come, guys, now.
just mind by staying there. Don't stay. 3, 2. Then here.
Come on, Jerry.
You know,
And yeah, viewers, welcome once again. Sorry for the late start of live commentary. It's because we are starting 3 live streams actually, all at the same time, and to ensure that they are served with audio and video at the same time. Now it's perfect images on Q Pixels Photography, Facebook, and YouTube. Peter Chobe Live YouTube, as well as my channel Pool Club YouTube, where we are having what has become some kind of marriage in African pool, at least in comps. Eden Joseph versus Stanford Given Ginte are the two respective best players in their countries. From Malawi, Stanford Given; from South Africa, the home player Eden Joseph. The two are racing to 9 for a place in the final of the men's singles that is happening today. Remember, it is a double life competition. They are only sorting out each other to try and obtain a place in the second live final. For the first live final, it's going to be Taufik from South Africa, in particular Cape Town, and will be taking on, guess who? Tami Jabavu from South Africa. That is an all South African affair between players from 2 provinces, that is Western Cape and Gauteng. But for now, the Malawian, who is pretty much one of Africa's fastest players, in my opinion, second only to Jeremiah Naido, is on the verge of winning a 3rd frame, and all in a row. The pot of the black will be a formality. Stanford Given Ginte, Malawi 3, Aiden Joseph, South Africa. 2.
Come on, Aiden. Come on, Aiden. Stay strong, man. Stay strong.
And in the meantime, I'm personally streaming action on 2 tables, both on Facebook. The match between Jerry and Maluva is on Break and Finish Live YouTube, sorry, not Facebook. In that one, Jerry is down by 3 frames to 2. But here focus is on this relatively bigger match, most especially considering that they faced off not a lot of time ago in a comp that was organized at Queen Sports Club in Bulawayo in April this year. They faced off in one semi-final perhaps and one final. In the semis, it was Ginte that lost by 7 frames to 8, and in the final he was defeated decisively by 9 frames to 4. It's the last major African comp that Aiden has won to date. But it's the second cup he won in the space of the last 12 months. Of course, including the one that he won at Billiards Cafe in Lusaka just about 10 months ago. Now, after winning the comp that he won at Billiards Cafe in Lusaka, I do remember in a post-match interview that was administered by the streamer from Zambia. He's called Mambo Asprila. He does administer, if I'm not mistaken, the Billiards Cafe Facebook page. He did ask Aiden whom of the African players today that he thinks would give him the toughest time if they ever got to face off. He said it was Kelvin and Ginte, and said of course Caesar, and said that he wishes to have a money match one time with Ginte, but Aiden is a very good money match player. Maybe he was pulling the leg of Ginte's manager Mindres, such that Mindres could put some money up for Ginte to have a game with Kelvin, with Aiden. It didn't come to pass. It came to pass in the main comp in the following event that was held in Bulawayo. Both lives won by Aiden, who took down both of Ginte's lives. Aiden taking position 1, Ginte taking positions 2 and 4, because he lost not just the grand final but also the third place match to Aiden's international teammate Wets Morake, who took position number 3. The situation we are at is now with the Malawian in the lead. Thank you for watching, my friend and partner in crime, William Soko.
Come on, the ghost. Come on, the ghost, man.
And what a beautiful thing that you got the idea to start extensive live streaming of African matches. Today you can sit home and relax and watch this guy who is playing, whom you made sure that is so popularized well across the continent. In the meantime, the t-shirt that Aiden is clad in white is branded Ghost. The word Ghost is in gold colors. It is the same t-shirt in which he won the last comp that he won as a truly African international comp, when he defeated the opponent he's playing against. Again, he came from down. That time he was down by 7 frames to 3, and yet he won the main match by 9 frames to 7. By the way, the first final, I want to correct myself, it wasn't race to 7, it was race to 9. Aiden coming from 7 frames to 3 down and winning 6 frames all in a row, taking down one of Ginte's lives by 9 frames to 7. Then in the grand final, he just made light work of Ginte, who was so tired and exhausted and frustrated at winning the first final. Anyway, What can Aiden do here with this kind of white? I want to think he wants to play red into the yellow. That is rightwards of the two, perhaps leftwards. If you are watching on Kipixel's photography, it could be guided to the same corner pocket, just in between those yellows, not direct, but off one yellow. He will go, he will try. It's the shot he has to play. No other choice. Off yellow and in. And gets a round of applause from some of the friends and fans amidst the noise in his favor from his friend, that is Lani. He will aim for the black and put it to the center pocket and equalize in the match. Aiden Joseph 3 and Stanford Griven Ginte 3.
You know you're good with the breaks, Aiden. You know you're good with the breaks. Come on, man. Come on, Aiden. You're good with the breaks, guys. Come on. Yes, Aiden, man. Come on, man. Come, Damien here.
One way traffic light. One way traffic.
No time for breather, ladies. No time for breather. Time for champions now. No time to fuck around there. Aiden Joseph, the best in the business. The current African champion, lady. Not once, but twice in a row. It's not a fluke. The most decorated international player. Come on, Aiden Joseph.
Just in case you're just joining the stream now, it is the continuation of the second live semi-final. You are watching action between South Africa's Aiden Joseph and Malawi's Stanford Griven Ginte. They're involved in tournaments, by the way. Still action involving them today. The last session will have the team semi-finals. It will be South Africa 1 versus South Africa 2. And Aiden is captain of South Africa 1 team, while the Q Masters that Ginte is part of for the competition will be facing off Uganda. And those two semi-finals will as well be live.
Come on the ghost, man. Come on the ghost. Come on the ghost.
But right now
now is the time for
Aiden Nabs live
when you smell blood,
with his work cut out.
people are not safe. Come day.
Cuts the red big, cuts it in. Kibo Bansi got 3 cushions.
The best in
And
the
I think we'll be okay. He's contemplating to put red either of the corner
when
pockets.
it's gone, it's gone. That's Aiden
Perhaps
for you.
bottom left, perhaps
it's gone,
bottom
it's
right
gone.
could be top left or top right if you're watching on Pixel's photography. Is going for the right on the pocket. There he cuts it. And it's in cue ball even better.
The best in the business.
The pot of the black will give him the lead in the match for the second time. Aiden now on 4 and Ginte 3 race to 9. There are matches happening in the 2 ladies semi-finals in their second life.
Here we go, Aiden. Here we go. Here we go, Aiden. Here we go. Come, David. Come, David. One way traffic, guys. One way traffic.
Will be African winners. The table does remain open as Ginte now comes in to play the yellows. For whatever reason, he's nominating. There he closes the table and he is playing the yellows. May want to play yellow into red. Push the yellow as close as possible to the center pocket, but hasn't potted it to his own disadvantage.
Come on, 80, man. Come on, 80. Come on, the ghost, man. Now is the time for champions, 80.
Action has become tight and tense. Look at how Eden is making it even more tense.
Keep pressing it. Sleep. Aiden Carl Joseph.
He can mean to be a very good cue master, Eden. With due respect to Ginte, who is not just a cue master, he also plays for the cue masters.
You won't see it coming like you'll see it gone.
I just wait to see what he has in plan for the red that is close to the black and black itself. That is with the big assumption that the red closer to the cue ball is easier portable to the center pocket on the left.
180. Come on over, boy. Too good for this one.
If he loses this match, Aiden, all that he will be left in this competition is his money match coming up against Uganda's Chandiga Caesar later in the day. After the next session, which shall be the team event, we shall be having that one to seal off the day. Tomorrow even better, because we shall have the grand final in the singles event and in the ladies event and the overall team final. Aiden snookered, finds red but doesn't pot.
Yes,
There is one South African player who is trying to stop the dominance of the Ugandan players. She's called Prudence Nkosi from Gauteng, Johannesburg. She's having a match in the second live semi-finals against Uganda's captain Amina. The second semi-final in the second life is between the two Ugandan sisters Rukia and Rashida. If Rukia wins, she will have both of her lives in the final. If Rashida wins, she will take on either Amina or Prudence, and if she does win that one, we could have another match between the two sisters who have become the most dominant force, not just in Ugandan regional but also African pool. But the most dominant player in Malawian pool is giving Aiden the kind of competition that will put him under all the pressure that you may imagine as he wins a frame again in the match. It is Aiden 4 and Ginte 4.
Keep the fire burning, like. Keep the fire burning. Come on.
They just call him Kamau in Kenya. He was Christian Kamau. They just call him Kenyan. They do love him so much. He was a resident in Kenya for a long time, earlier this year most especially, perhaps the first 5 months of the year, when he went to participate in the December Grand Michana Open. He stayed in the country of Kenya, stayed there for perhaps the first half of the year 2025. He was so loved and so adored. He speaks some broken Kiswahili and loves eating ugali, and is so loved by the Kenyan community of Paul. In fact, they became so sad when he lost in the final of the Timbuktu International Competition in Eldoret. Now here comes Aiden. with the work of potting the two yellows that are at the bottom end of the table, which is left on Q-Pixel's photography, now needing to pot yellow ball close the white, have the cue ball bounce off the cushion, move the whole distance of the table towards the opposite end with other three balls are. White will be natural now for the yellow that is portable to the center pocket
I wanna be president.
and is brave enough not to play it now, but it will be a suspect decision if he didn't. That's the more likely decision. Maybe he was just teasing us.
If Ghost is the nation,
The existence of another yellow near the pocket makes the pocket itself look even bigger. Aiden will simply have to maneuver cue ball to pot black to the center pocket on the left for him to regain the lead that he had momentarily ago. Cue ball hasn't moved enough but still has a chance to pot the same black to the corner pocket. Bottom left, there he aims and aims and aims and shoots and pots and leads. Aiden Joseph 5 and now Stanford Griven Ginte 4. They are racing to 9.
you're too strong. You are better. Aiden, you are better. Aiden Joseph, you are better. Nothing wrong with the
Special thanks to chairman, we call him chairman, the boss of Mchana Pool Club, for facilitating the entire Kenyan delegation. Special thanks to Q Masters in Tanzania for facilitating the Tanzanians. Special thanks to the police station of Uganda for facilitating the Ugandan team. Special thanks to the Advanced Talent Agency for facilitating Malvan Mkonza to the games. Special thanks to Pool Namibia for ensuring that the 3 Namibian teams are at the games.
Here we go, Aiden. Here we go. Come take.
The team of media men, but the biggest thanks will definitely be going to Ultimate Pool South Africa,
Time for Champions League.
the body that became pregnant with the idea of hosting here the first edition of the truly African Ultimate Pool Championships. Yes, there was Ultimate Pool in Tangier, Morocco last year, but it had participation of Africans and non-Africans. In fact, that edition was won by the Welsh star Tom Cousins. But for this edition, it is truly Africans by Africans for Africans. Now, one of Africa's greatest seems to be on the verge of winning yet another frame, which if he does, will be leading with 2 frames for the second time in the match.
If Ghost is the nation, I want to be president. Come on, Ghost man. Come on, man. Come take me here.
It looks tricky, but the person who is trying to win it on the pool table is a trickster. Now, that's one of the tricks. He'll want perhaps first to post the 2 reds that are at the top red of the table, which is the right end. If you're watching on Q Pixels, and then the 2 reds that are at the bottom end, he will want to pot them last.
Come take me here.
Here is, it has to be big backspin, draw the cue ball backwards. And on target he must be. Yes, he is. Not only has he mastered the craft of potting, he has also mastered the art of playing relatively easily on the South African ultimate tables. And look at how good he's guiding the cue ball around the cushions of the table. He will put red to the center pocket on the right, black to the corner pocket, which is bottom left on Q-Pixel's photography, for him to record his 6th frame 1 in the match against one of the better African players today. Aiden Joseph 6 and Ginte 4.
You have to go and eat. Make it fast. I give you 10 minutes. Only 10 minutes, please, man. Only 10 minutes, AD, we go and eat. We are hungry now. Come on, the Bozeman. Now is the time for Champions AD. You know the story like this. You know you're good with the breaks like this. You're very good with the breaks. Come Birmingham. Aiden Joseph.
Manager Cubes in Uganda, we call him Manager Cubes. When you're near me, I cannot avoid speaking to you. Linjan.
Yes, Chief, how are you?
I'm good. How are you now?
I know, I'm feeling much better.
I have to ask you the way I asked you off air. Do you think the men's singles trophy is going to Blantyre or Cape Town or Johannesburg or Durban?
No, Aiden is winning it.
Aiden is winning it.
Yeah.
He has one life.
It doesn't matter.
Jerry is in.
But
Is in.
Aiden will still win it.
That's what you say.
Yeah.
And then your boy.
Caesar will chow Aiden 21-17, 21-18.
21-18, that's what you say in the race tonight.
Yeah. Caesar will win tonight.
Against Aiden.
Yeah.
And yet you are Mzansi.
And tomorrow is also going to win.
And tomorrow is also going to win.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I'm only here for Caesar, no one else.
Tell them that you're South African.
I'm South African and
you're here for Caesar.
I'm only here for Caesar.
You are causing violence.
Aiden Joseph, man, the best in the business. The different breed. You are a different breed, Aiden.
Get them now.
Love or hate, there's no debate, like.
6 for the
Love or hate,
Ghost.
no debate.
Needs 3 and Ginte needs 5 out of 8.
They will hate to love you, Aiden. They will hate to love you. One day, Ghost.
Perhaps his intention is to play that red that has just been kissed by White to the center pocket.
See me now, see me no.
Maybe a sharp cut,
See it now.
playing it off the yellow to open up that center pocket. Maybe try out another shot, but it would have been much safer
One day.
if he played red off yellow. If he were able to control the whites. Now this one is a little bit more difficult, but he will try. Perhaps a rail drive. There he goes. There he misses.
Nothing wrong with a good shot. You wait for a chance.
Come on, lady. Come on, lady.
On the postman.
Come on, lady. Just like lady.
You put it deep, baby. Now the bones are out. It's only the meat. You just chow. You just chew.
The defeat to Aiden that was inflicted to him by Tammy maybe has angered the guy. Maybe is the reason he's thinking that all that he has to do is unleash his ghost mode. Not so many times do you see Ginte being outplayed, but the last 10 to 15 minutes that has been the exact case, as Aiden has now won 4 frames in a row, not only leading but leading by 3 frames. It is 7 frames to 4. He needs 2. Ginte needs 5 out of 6. Very unlikely, but yes, it is possible.
Aiden Joseph, the best in the business. The 2 African champions, the current African champion, the 2 times African champion, not once but twice in a row. It's not an opinion, Aiden. It's not an opinion, Pumalanga. It's not an opinion, Namibia. It's not an opinion, Tanzania. It's not an opinion, Kenya. It is in black and white, on paper. Who is the Manaman?
From wherever you're watching once again, it is the business end of this year's edition, first of its kind, of the African Ultimate Pool Championships, being held here at the Ibundu Lounge, Mbombela District, Mpumalanga Province, in the Great Republic of South Africa. It is a clash of players, Aiden and Ginte. A clash of countries, South Africa and Malawi. A clash of cities, Blantyre and Johannesburg. A clash of management teams, Flames and Mindres. A clash of teams, South Africa 1 and the Q Masters. The clash is coming to an end unless Ginte starts to do something big about it, and maybe he could, because he has broken very big, potting 3 reds on the break. He has only one thing in his mind: produce a clearance by break and finish to come within 2 frames of the ghost. It's starting to get too tight for him. You don't let Aiden take a very big lead. He must start winning, and must start now. He did take the risky decision. The risk seems just to pay off. Not many times do you get to break and pot 4 reds, then go for the yellows, and yet at the same time you get to have a very good chance of winning the frame by break and finish. That's exactly what Ginte is trying to do. He is continuing to give himself a chance and give it himself in the best possible way, winning frame number 12 as long as he pots back to the center pocket by break and finish. Here comes Ginte and wins by break and finish. Malawi 5 and South Africa 7, perhaps. It is realistic. They are praying for him in Zomba, praying for him in Kasumbu, praying for him in Blantyre, in Karonga, in Mzuzu, and expecting for Aiden in Durban, in Johannesburg, in Cape Town, in East London, that he wins 2 more to get a spot in the final. Not just to win the match quickly, but also to reserve as much energy as possible for what they think will be another match that he will play in the second live final, and hopefully for him to win it and then face off whoever it will be in the grand final that shall be happening tomorrow. But before then, he will have action against Caesar tonight.
If Ghost is a nation, I want to be president. I'm on 80.
And for Aiden, there is no better way for him to respond to an apple by producing an apple of himself.
You know the story.
Oops.
It's okay, that's okay.
Now I have to tell you that can very easily be the turning point of this match. Normally for Aiden, when the ghost mode is activated, there is no turning back. This time he activates it but then turns back a little bit. He has to be wary that he's facing a very talented shooter who is very clinical and even faster.
Come on, Ghana. There is no big out. No one knows. Please, stop it. Go, Ghana. Stop the game.
He's feeling the pressure, Ginte. He has no option but to deliver a mighty comeback against the pressure of a semi-final, the pressure of being away from home, the pressure of facing the home player, and the pressure that that player is aiding. That is pressure enough. There we go. As long as he's on target, playing with top spin, cue ball naturally moves towards the end where there is the last yellow on the table. Ginte gets to miss as big as Aiden missed to grant that chance to Ginte that he hasn't utilized whatsoever. It goes back to the Aiden. It goes back to the Ghost. Maybe this one is going down as a match of misses, a frame of misses, will I say? Irrespective of who will win, it will be remembered for those misses. The player that is utilizing those missed chances is going to be, at the end of the day, Ginte, because now he's just yet another miss. And by his body language, Ginte doesn't even believe that he, at this level, can miss a ball that easy. While he's relatively new compared to Aiden, he's way too experienced to blunder at such a stage. He should be now a top player, especially having won the Billiards Cafe Double Life competition in 2024, being a quarter-finalist at Queen's later in there, and just this year he reached the final at Queen's, besides other victories in smaller comps in and out of Malawi, in Kenya, in Tanzania, and now trying to do what he has not yet done in South Africa, and yet has to do it against the very best in the country.
Aiden Joseph. From Zambian. Who's Mazamba? Not secret, not secret. Thank you, Luba. We forget about the rest. That's it. I'm waking up and going to
the South African shooter, the only one that is left in the ladies event, is leading against Uganda's Amina Faith Nganda. It is Prudence Nkosi 4 and Amina 3. It's also Rashida Motesi 4 and her elder sister Rukia Nega 3. Apologies, I couldn't stream any of those matches. I only have 2 streams I am doing. I do stream lots of matches involving those players. It's lost of misfortune to Ginte in this one, after being snookered and finding his snookered ball off the cushion. Not only finding it, but also putting it white got him snookered. And you get a feeling that if he doesn't find the black off the cushion, he will be losing the frame, because not only Aiden will be having a cue ball in hand, he will have the freedom to place it anywhere on the bed of the table. Here comes Ginte. He doesn't find the black, he finds the red and plays it even closer to the pocket where Aiden wants to have it, cue ball in hand. With an opportunity like this on an ultimate pool table, with Aiden queuing with an opportunity to make it into the first life final, with him fighting like a wounded lion, having lost his one life. I always say that the rest is a formality.
The best in the business. The best in the business, quick. The best in the business, like.
An 8th frame is being won by Aiden. He now needs to win just one, while of the 4 frames left, Ginte needs to win all or else succumb to a 3rd consecutive defeat this year in a tournament against South Africa's Aiden. It is now Ginte 5 and Aiden 8, 4 frames to go.
One move. Come on, the Ghostman. One to go, late. The strongest, the best in the business. Joseph.
This is what you do. You eat this for breakfast. You eat it with shampoo. Come on, man. There's no friendship to the table, my boy. You might never put for I'm telling you that.
It doesn't get any better for Aiden than winning 4 frames in a row, and then his opponent breaks dry in the frame that is supposed to give Aiden the victory. I'm only saying this because most, if not all, of the times that matches get to this level, he never ever allows his opponents back. There's only one person whom I remember who has won 5 frames against him, all in a row, needing 5. That was in a race session for $4,000 against Uganda's Caesar at Mchana Pub and Grill in Nairobi in 2023. 2016, Aiden led. 21-16, he lost. There he goes, trying to go for a clearance that will take him into the final. He's one guy that has been there and done that in African pool, winning the All Africa Pool Championships in black belt twice, winning the South African Nationals I don't know how many times, winning in South Africa in other disciplines including 9-ball and 10-ball, representing South Africa at the Worlds, representing South Africa in the Heibo Worlds. Ultimate Pool is new to South Africa, is new to him, not new to him, but also but new for the African international calendar. It's this comp now that is onto the program that he wants to win to make his CV even richer.
The best in the business.
Although it is already one of the richest for any African player ever to touch a cue stick. It could be red off yellow or red direct, I'm not sure, off yellow, and it's missed. The way Ginte has jumped out of his seat after Aiden missing is testament of a guy that is just waiting for just that one chance to play. Hopefully he uses it maybe from a neutral perspective such that we can watch this semi-final even longer and longer and longer. What is wrong with that after all? In the ladies category, it is Rukia Naiga 3, her younger sister Motesi Rashida 5. If the younger sister wins, Rukia will be left on 1 life, just as is her younger sister. The other player with 2 lives, Amina Faith under their international captain at club and national team level, is drawing 4-all with South Africa's Prudence Nkosi. She's in with the task of defeating about 6 Ugandans to try and deny them their dominance of ladies pool on the African continent. Aiden is snookered. Of course, he'll be finding the red.
You know when you make people look
not only finding it, but also denying Ginte cue ball to pot with ease.
Your job is to go. Let's go, man.
Just in case you may have forgotten, the second semi-final is live on Break and Fish YouTube. It is having Malvan Mokonza against Jeremiah Naido. Again, a South African, this time and a Zim. It is having Malvan Mokonza lead by 6 frames to 5. Here, it is 8 frames to 5. Instead, the South African leading and needing to win just 1 and then rest his body in preparation for the final. He gets to miss.
This is the golden break work to a tired man. You scored questions. Tired. This boy is too good. We're about to rename this province to Mountain, man. Wow. Wow. Take us home, boy.
It has to be tactical play now. Of course, with Ginte, considering that he has two dead yellows touching each other, he played another yellow not to pot it, but also occupy the pocket that has
Nothing can go wrong.
his yellows and one of Aiden's reds blocked, such that the longevity of this frame will be played perhaps in his favor. Aiden perhaps will as well want to play not to pot.
What they eat. I love that shot.
I'm not certain that he played not to pot, nonetheless he has not potted, but maybe he did.
What never say Jones?
He's playing not to pot. It looks like a foul. Yes, it is a foul. There was no ball that reached the cushion. Of course, after not potting, and it is not just a loss of turn, it is a cue ball in hand with Aiden having opportunity to place it anywhere on the table. Whether or not you can utilize that free shot, your guess is as good as mine. It's not just a free shot, it's just a loss of turn, not free shot, dear viewers.
I'm on the Ghostman. Come Zaymilia.
You against yourself. You against yourself. Run. You against yourself.
Come Zay. Come Zay. Come Zaymilia. Come on, young man.
Hey.
Come on. Aiden Joseph. Aiden Joseph.
You're too good, boy. You're too good, boy. You're too good. How very good. Nothing wrong with everything good. Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
Ginte needs to play just that one big shot, portable, ensure that he gets the cue ball well. There goes the pot. Not a pot it is, a big miss it is, a big chance it is, even more that Aiden could be winning against Ginte yet again, this time more consequentially.
The best in the business. Come Zay.
He traveled 390 kilometers to be a part of this. Ginte traveled even way more, from Malawi to Kenya, now to Tanzania, now to South Africa. Now when you travel to South Africa, as long as you keep winning on the pool table, there is this guy that you will always meet at some stage in the competition. He always wants to make sure that South Africa is safe. What he calls safe is ensuring that no South African comes into the country and dominates against South African players on the pool table. And is demonstrating exactly that so far to Ginte. This shot has to be big and effective for Aiden.
Make a plan, boys. Zimbabwe is about to change the capital city.
And it cannot be any bigger than that, not any bigger. He has sight of both of the reds left on the table. I don't think any of them gives him natural white for the other, but then if he puts the one closer to the corner pocket bottom right, as long as he maintains the power balance, the other ball is portable perhaps to the center pocket on the right, or bottom center pocket, watching on Q Pixels photography. Here he goes, drags the cue ball and misses the pot and throws the cue ball around and knows that the frame is now in danger of him. Perhaps he's in danger of losing the frame. Kamau, as Sanford Given is called in Kenya, seems to be now on the verge of winning the frame. How good can he pot? And how good can he manage the cue ball? How good will he be potting the black? And how good is he winning the frame? Yes, he wins it and gets a very, very, very deep breath. after a very long fight. He wins a very important frame. Sanford given Ginte 6 and Aiden Joseph 8.
All you need, son. All you need, my boy. All you need to buy. All you need.
And the noise in the background is for the fans of Malvan Mokonza, because he now leads by 7 frames to 5 against Jerry of South Africa. That match is live on Break and Fish Live YouTube. Before we get a result for that one, we shall know a result for this one. Aiden Joseph needing to win 1 out of 3. He knows that when you are the player leading, you must make your lead count by winning as early as possible. The more Ginte wins a frame, the more confident he becomes that he wins another. The more confident he becomes, the more pressure mounts onto Aiden, mounted upon him by Ginte, but also by his fans who are supporting him in very good numbers, especially at the venue and even in their thousands online.
Joseph.
This is what you eat for breakfast.
Come on, the boastman.
Once again, the African Ultimate Pool Championships 2025 are proudly powered by Ultimate Pool South Africa. This match you are watching, in case you're just joining in, ladies and gentlemen, is the first semi-final of the second life, because it is a double life competition that has been happening for the last 5 days, including today, since the start of this week on Monday, the 18th of October, eclipsing today and tomorrow, when we shall have the team grand final, which both of these players are trying to qualify for, but first they have to win this match and then win the other. There will be no player winning 2 lives in this competition, because the few players that are in the comp are all on 1 life. There are these 2, then the other 2 playing the second semi-final between Jerry and Malva, where Malva is leading by 7 frames to 5. Then there is a pair of players that have confirmed their places in the first life final. That is the South African Taufik from Cape Town, and he will be taking on another South African from Johannesburg this time.
Just 2 more, Lucas, just 2 more. This one is the most important one we need.
To prevent the South Africans from winning the comp, the task is on 2 players. One of them is down by 2 frames. Now, Sanford given Ginte, the other is up by 2 frames. Malvan Mokonza. Those 2 from Malawi and Zimbabwe, respectively. But both players in the game right now are some kind of hybrid, as Aiden fouls technically, because Ginte is from Malawi but is representing a Tanzanian team in this comp. Has also been in Kenya and in there. Malvan is from Zimbabwe but is under Ugandan management with the Advanced Talent Agency. So it is a hybrid of nations representing in these 2 semi-finals in some kind of way. Look at this. It was quite unfortunate. He played relatively well, but maybe too much power. Using the white ball to open up a dead ball, nonetheless playing it out of position. He has a chance to recover. Red off yellow. It's in. And heavily poised now Ginte to win this frame in his current position of the table. He has to make the cut count. Cue ball to the top end of the table. It is, however, a miss.
I'm on the Ghost man.
Come on, Aiden, end.
I'm on the Ghost Nation.
His days is gone.
Home Damien. Home Damien.
The pressure of the occasion, the pressure
I'm on the Ghost Nation.
of the opponent, most especially when that opponent is Aiden, is seemingly coming onto the nerves of Ginte.
When the Ghost is in control, nothing can go wrong.
You know the story.
Aiden Joseph.
Here is Aiden with some kind of recovery, perhaps intended to play the cue ball into the red. That is packed. You just get to think that he may want to play some kind of technical shot here.
Aiden Joseph.
It cannot get any more technical than that.
Best in the business.
That is the only bit of international 8-ball rules that I really have my questions about. It is the time when it is way more beneficial to foul than not to play your ball first, irrespective of where the cue ball rests. Even when you put the opponent's ball, though it is a loss of turn, they cannot have the cue ball in hand. It is now Ginte at a very big disadvantage. This is the red. It is a foul. That is perhaps seeing him having played his last shot in the competition, especially talking about singles, to the effect that he's expected back in the tournament only in the team event. 2 yellows for Aiden as celebrations start now in Johannesburg.
Take him home. Send him packing.
As Waring continues in Blantyre. The Ghost on the black. He will be putting it to the center pocket on the left as it marks his entry into the second life final. Aiden defeats Ginte in a manner that presents his third straight victory against the Malawian in a comp of this magnitude. This time in the second life semi-finals. The fight from Ginte was relatively good, but his good was not good enough as he exits the singles edition. Final score, African